Well, good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Hello. Good evening.
If
Hello.
you would like to, we have a lot of folks on tonight, and more will be joining us. If you would like to put your name and your club name and location in the chat, it'd be great to have a record of who's here,
Okay.
and so y'all can see who is here. We're just going to spend a few minutes admitting folks. A lot of people signed up for today. St. Martin, St. Martin, Michigan. Nebraska, Iowa.
Hey.
Well, Nebraska and Iowa district is very well represented today. New York, New England district. Well, thank you for joining us from all over the place, Wisconsin. Okay, we're going to give folks just a couple more minutes to join if that's okay. North Nebraska. Okay. So for those who are just joining, if you could add your name and your club name and your location to the chat, Maryland. We have a number of district administrators here who also happen to be Kiwanis advisors. Thank you all for joining tonight. We will give it one more minute and then start. And I've gone ahead and put my name, Luana Nissan, and contact information in the chat as well. And we have someone joining us from California. Lisa, if you can go ahead and watch and admit folks. It looks like people are still joining us. Uh, yeah. Okay. Well, it's nice to have you with us today. My name is Luana Nissan. I am the Service Leadership Programs Manager for in support of K-Kids Builders Club and Action Club. So thanks for joining us. Lisa?
And I am Lisa Pyron, and I am a development specialist or program specialist with Kids Builders Club and Action Club, and I assist Luana, and very happy to be here.
Can you folks hear us pretty well? If you could put your hand up. Oh, thanks, Gina, for letting us know. All right.
Wonderful.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Today we're going to be talking about, thank you. Today we're going to be talking about awards and K-Kids and Builders Club weeks. So tonight we're going to share information about how your club can complete entries that are winning for awards and competitive for contests. We'll also share information about new guides to help your clubs plan its K-Kids Week or Builders Club Week activities. And if you have questions about these topics, we'll have time at the end for questions, but if they're really relevant to what we're talking about, we'd ask you that you keep your microphones off. But if you have a question, go ahead, and it will be hard to see you raise your hand with this number of people. In fact, I would say we'll miss it. So if you would go ahead and speak out if it's really relevant to specifically what we're talking about at the time, that would be great. Or if you put it in the chat, we have a lot of folks joining us tonight. So you can go ahead and just speak up if you have a question. All right. So we just wanted to share a couple of few reminders for you. K-Kids Week is coming up February 9th through the 13th. Builders Club Week is coming up February 23rd through the 27th. Of course, some clubs do not celebrate during those weeks because of all kinds of reasons, but celebrate throughout the month or pick a different week, and we understand that. But those are weeks to celebrate. The deadline for awards and contests is April 1st. We're going to be talking about that today. There have been other years where we've extended that deadline. We will not be doing that this year, just so that you know. We will try to get things out for most schools before the school year ends. And for us to do that, we have to stick to that April 1st deadline. The end of year surveys are happening and so they will open April 1st and close May 15th. This year we have a special incentive. We do a drawing for an Amazon gift card for the clubs and advisors that complete member surveys or advisor surveys. But this year we'll also be doing a drawing for a couple of pizza parties. So and that drawing is specifically for clubs that have completed both the beginning and the end of year surveys. Just reminding you of that incentive. So let's talk about Kiwanis International Awards and Contests. Tonight we'll share the categories available to clubs or individual members. We'll share changes to contest themes this year. And we'll show you examples of excellent evidence provided by clubs in their annual achievement reports that won them a distinguished award. This is the list of awards and contests. We have not changed them. There is, so that just to remind you all that we have the Distinguished or Honor Club Award, and that is earned, and we'll talk a little bit about this, by completing the annual achievement report. The Distinguished Advisor and Distinguished Officer Awards are earned through a nomination made by someone else. The Single Service Project Award will also be given. These are all non-competitive awards, and there's not a limit to the number of awards that we give in these categories. The competitive awards are the contests, the poster contest, scrapbook contest, and speech contest, and the video contest. Just a reminder that only the clubs that have paid their annual renewal fee are eligible for awards. That has been in the rules, each year, but we do go through the award summary, award submissions, and we eliminate those that have not had their club's renewal fees paid. So just so you know, if you happen to be from a club that just chartered this year, that chartering fee was paid, so you would be eligible. All right. The K-Kids and Builders Club award and contest guides available on the award web pages contain information and rules for each award and also scoring forms that show you how to earn points for your entries. This is really the go-to guide. So the go-to place for any information about any of these awards or contests. This year, the guides also contain QR codes that will take you to each of the online forms. The first step is to review the information about all the awards and contests as a club to help you decide which categories you want to participate in. Part of planning or deciding who will be responsible, part of planning is deciding who will be responsible and kind of take the lead. We recommend that you consider creating an awards committee or having officers take responsibility for awards. Also, having a club reporter and photographer who are responsible for gathering required information for the annual achievement report and preparing the entries to submit for other awards and contests can be useful. An advisor should review the information that they want, the information that the committee or the officers or the members have gathered to make sure that they have included what is requested and that they follow the award rules. There have been times where it seems pretty clear that only the members worked on the annual report or the Kiwanis advisor did, but might not know everything that's going on in the club, and so did not provide the needed information to earn an honor or a distinguished club award. So we suggest that in the end, that advisors help with the process, but also that they kind of review what's being submitted. When assigning tasks, remember that the club secretary's job is keeping records. Consider involving the secretary in document gathering or record keeping for the annual achievement report in particular, or for award submissions. Make sure to distribute the photo release consent forms at the beginning of the year so that any photos that you take of members can be included in award entries and also, of course, on your social media posts and in other promotional ways throughout the year. We recommend that you create a digital folder where you can gather and keep images, documents, and other information in an organized way, and that is accessible to the members or committee, and of course to the advisors, where you can see all the information that you have and what might be missing. This will make it easier when it's time to complete the annual report and the entry forms as well. The award and contest guide and online submission forms list what you'll need to upload with the online entry forms. The annual achievement report must be completed and enough points earned on it for a K-Kids Club or Builders Club to earn a Distinguished Club or Honor Club award from Kiwanis International. Think of this report as a list of the key activities that your club did this year and a way to really share its achievements with us so that the club can be recognized. An awards committee, K-Kids officers and members can complete the report again with the help of the advisor. The award and contest guide contains a scoring form that we use actually in scoring each of the reports that are sent to us. This shows advisors how the report will be scored. We really recommend that you review the information requested in that section of the guide carefully. The form shows you step by step what we're looking for. Points will not be awarded if the requested information is not provided. For example, there have been clubs that have submitted a group photo for the questions that ask for whether your club uses the member guide or the advisor guide or toolkit. While the column that says that the advisor score column might have a point in there, when we score it, we put 0 in our column because the information that was requested was not provided. Faculty advisors of clubs that have earned a distinction will receive an email with confirmation of recognition, and banner patches are back. Banner patches will be mailed to so that you can display them on the club's banner, in a showcase, or in the meeting room. So if you receive a Distinguished Club or Honor Club award. So we're going to show you. Lisa, could you go back one, please? Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, my mistake. So yeah, I'm going to show you now just a few examples of evidence that's been provided that has earned points evidence that was provided last year. These are examples of evidence that 2 different clubs, a K-Kids and a Builders Club, provided to show that they use the guides. One is for the advisor guide is a completed quick start guide where they've written in who's responsible if things were checked off, what things were done, and everything doesn't have to be checked off, just to see that it's being used. Let me mention here, actually, in reference to the advisor guide, other clubs have been really creative. The advisor guide has a lot of information in it, and not a lot of forms or activities. This is the main form to be filled out, but there have been other clubs that have taken a snapshot of the roles and responsibilities of the officers, and then they've included an explanation of when they provided that information to the officers and how it helped the officers. So that explains to us that it's being used and the information is being passed on to your student leaders. The second image is from a club that explained how they use the Builders Club member and officer toolkit, and shows a couple of images of the students using it. We have had images submitted with a student holding something and reading something, and we can't even tell what it is, so that wouldn't count. So the explanation's useful, or it being really clear how they're using it. We just want to know what the picture represents. Here is other evidence. So there are questions on there asking if your club to share evidence of doing service, and there are specific types of service that we talk about in the materials. So hands-on service, donating, fundraising, and advocacy service activities. And so these are examples from 2 different clubs of showing hands-on service from Western Sky Builders Club. So doing a campus cleanup, and then donating from McDeed's Elementary K-Kids. And so they explain how about their donation activity. So next are a couple of examples from Athens City Intermediate School, which was a post And they use this as an example of how they engage their school. And it shows pictures in the post of a donation drive that they did. So they asked the whole school to participate in the donation drive. And so a post is a social media post, an image of that works really well. And another school put together all of their evidence was they created a document with a design which was cute. And for evidence of leading, they showed how their president, their club president, was empowered to teach and help members. So, and they included an explanation. The last question on the annual achievement report is about sharing your a description of your best service project and an image. And so this is what one club put together. I'm sorry, someone has their video, their mic on. Thank you for turning that off. Okay, so those are really some great examples of what clubs have submitted. Students love putting together these kinds of creative things, so we highly recommend that you involve your members. It shouldn't be something that the advisor is completing by themselves. So about the contest, we have changed the theme of several contests this year. The video contest, we're asking for you to share your club's favorite service project. We've changed the length from 1 to 3 minutes. We know that clubs can tell fabulous stories in a 2-minute video because we asked several clubs in August to submit videos for us to include in the Global Kickoff event. And so if you did watch the Global Kickoff video or shared it with your club, you saw several stories of different service projects from clubs, K-Kids and Builders Clubs, and they were wonderful stories. This image is from one of them. So 1 to 3 minutes, if you would share your club's favorite service project this year. We will also select from those videos a number of them to be shown during the Global Kickoff in October. The speech contest theme has also changed. We're asking that a member share what they learned about their community through, I'm sorry, K-Kids or Builders Club. I grabbed that off of the K-Kids guide. So what they learned about their community. We also changed the length on that, 2 to 3 minutes. 4 minutes is very long for that type of a speech. So 2 to 3 minutes. Now, I'm sorry, just real quickly about a speech. If you have multiple members that are interested in submitting a speech, it is your job to, either through the club working together or for you as an advisor, to choose one of those to submit, not to send us multiple speeches. The poster contest has also changed. We're looking for posters that were used in a service project that your club completed this year, a poster that promotes a cause or a community need and explains how people can help. So this is a fundraising poster from Colebrook Builders Club, and it's their annual pie sale, and it explains where the proceeds are going. The scrapbook contest is the same as it has been for, I think, a long time. Create a digital or a non-digital scrapbook. That is a physical scrapbook that you take a film of or capture photos of and then turn it into a slideshow. That's one way to submit it. Or a digital scrapbook that's created with Canva or other design software. And it needs to share a variety of club life and service activities from the current year. Let me emphasize that there should be 2 sections to the scrapbook. A number of clubs have submitted scrapbooks that are a jumble of activities or that are only focused on service. It needs to have 2 sections, and the guidebook the guide asks for that. So club life and service. Again, all entries are due April 1st at 11:59 by 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. So if something comes in on the 2nd, it won't qualify. So please, we suggest that you do this ahead of time, so that if you have any technological issues, reach out to us right away.
I'm sorry,
And
please repeat the time that you said it's the deadline.
the deadline is end of the day on April 1st, which
Okay.
is really right before midnight.
Okay. And you said Easter time, right?
Eastern time, yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Eastern time, US and Canada. All entries are due the April 1st, and then award, that will give us enough time to go through all the entries. It is a process. And to notify you all by email, probably before May 1st, and the first week of May to mail award items. We'll be mailing certificates, again, banner patches for distinguished and honor clubs, and items for distinguished officer and distinguished advisor in the contest. So those items will be mailed to the faculty advisor at the school or organization's address. So if school happens to let out early, before May 10th, then know that those things are waiting for you in probably the school office.
Hey, Luana, it's Michelle.
Yes.
Before you move to the next topic, there are some questions in the chat. I tried to answer a few of them,
Thanks,
but
Michelle.
wanted to let you answer maybe a couple of them out loud. If you can't read them, let me know and I can read them for you. If you
I
can't
was
see
going to
them.
cover those at the end of towards the end of the presentation, because we're going to have a question and answer right after we talk about the weeks.
Well, let's do the contest questions before we get to the weeks, if that's okay.
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 How can we find out
We'll do that.
how many members completed the survey? The number of members don't matter unless you specifically want to know how many of your members completed them, in which case you would send Lisa, you would send me an email, and my email is at near the beginning of the chat, and ask me that, because I can tell. Can we obtain a banner patch for last year's winners? No, we just are starting those again this year. Sorry about that, Alice. Are the same recognition items as last year being issued to awardees? No. We've tried to choose a new award item each year as we've started to have award items back. Although no limit on the number of clubs, there's a limit for the person making the nomination. Yes, please, this is restrictive. Please make sure to read the instructions. Both of your advisors can be nominated, and all of your officers can be nominated for distinguished awards, but they cannot be nominated by the same person. And let me say that there are clubs that nominate all their officers. This award is for excellence. So, and for not, going above and beyond. So it is as a teacher or as a former advisor, I would say I would recommend those officers that really stand out. I don't know about. So yes, as far as being restrictive, it's just that you would have other people nominate someone if you think that they're excellent. So the Kiwanis advisor might nominate one of your officers, and you as a faculty advisor might nominate another. How many needed to have completed beginning of year survey? I think you only had 3 students. As long as your club participated in the beginning of year survey or the end of year survey, you will be in the you'll be included as we select the winning club for the pizza party or do the drawing for the for the gift certificates. You don't have to have a certain threshold of numbers who've participated. Are there any other questions that I think that's all the awards questions so far.
Yes, I have another question. Will the slides be shared?
This recording will actually be
Yes.
online. Under the advisor page on the K-Kids website or the Builders Club website, on the navigation, there's a lead. There's a lead navigation category under that. You can find advisors. On that advisors page, you will find links to register for upcoming events, but actually there isn't one. This is this semester's advisor chat. So that the registration link will be replaced with a recording link. So you'll be able to go back to see the recording.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Certainly. But if you have questions, please do email Lisa or I. We're very happy to help advisors as you work through awards or try to find resources online. If you haven't already visited the website, last year we worked quite a bit on reorganizing the website, and it should be much easier for you to find lots of different resources like recruitment resources, marketing resources, service resources, and service videos. So please do spend just a little bit of time taking a look at what's there.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Anyone else? Okay.
Yeah, I have a question.
Oh, yes.
I know you mentioned AAR, and so I'm guessing that is much different than the Key Club MRF. So on AAR, is it just like a worksheet you have to fill out?
Yeah. So let me just talk just a second about monthly reports. Our advisors for K-Kids and Builders Clubs have not been asked to do monthly reports, I think, in a long time. We are looking at that again, and I think when you're using those acronyms, you mean monthly reports. We're looking at those again and the possibility of, with the new Kiwanis Engage system, of making that available. And if there is a way that it can create completing the annual report, if it can divide that work up throughout the year, but we're not sure yet. So watch for an announcement next at the beginning of next school year about whether we'll have monthly reports. But for K-Kids and Builders Club, we have only the annual report. And the annual report asks a set of questions at the beginning, which are yes and no responses, and then asks whether you're doing specific activities that we consider really important for members to gain the most out of their experiences in our clubs, for them to really develop as service leaders. And so we ask for you to share examples of how that's happening in your club.
Good afternoon, good evening. What's the link for K-Kids reporting?
I'm so sorry, I did not hear your question.
What's the link for K-Kids reporting? I've been asking for months and haven't gotten a reply.
Sandra, I'm sorry, if we could talk at the end, and I can take you to, and if we could talk at the end, that would be, if you'd stay on at the end, I'll be able to talk to you about your question. Sorry about that.
All right, I may not be able to stay that long.
Okay, or I'll send you an email.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yes. Kim,
and I think
You're talking about finding Builders Club Week materials on the website, and that is great transition. If anyone else has further questions, please hang on, and we will. Please hang on, and we'll be able to answer those at the end. But that's a great transition. Lisa, you want to take over?
Sure. So K Kids Week is around the corner, February 9th through the 13th, and Builders Club Week is celebrated February 23rd through the 27th this year. And new guides are available to help your club plan and promote activities for each day of K Kids or Builders Club Week. And the guide contains 3 sections. There's a planner, there's ideas for activities, so it gives suggestions for each day and talks about each day's themes. And then there's information on how to promote K Kids Week during the week as it's happening and after it's finalized. So that's kind of fun. It contains links to templates to help with everything. That includes media releases, social media graphics for each day, logos, and more. And they're all available in the event resources section of each of the websites. So when you go to the websites, if you click on resources and move on down, you'll see a big square that says events. And you continue down and it says K Kids Week. You click on there and you go to the page about the week with all the information that has a direct link to this resource. But you will also see other resources under events that immediately talk about K Kids and Builders Club Week. So hopefully it'll be very easy to find. And if you need help, you can always get a hold of us here. These are our emails at K Kids and Builders Club. And these, what we call the K Kids and Builders Club email addresses come directly to Luana and I, so we'll see them and be able to respond. And that is it. I thought we would have some conversation, some sharing right now, so I'm going to stop sharing. And we've responded to most of our chat questions already. Are there any other questions, or does someone want to share a little bit about what they have done during K Kids Week and what's been successful for them?
I don't really have anything to share, but I did want to ask a question for Builders Club. Like our 8th graders, our outgoing 8th graders, are they allowed to attend OTC for Key Club in June?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't know. That would be something I would imagine you need to talk to the district about to ask if, I don't know, Michelle, do you want to comment to that? I'm not certain. I would
Maybe
imagine.
if you could share a little bit more about what OTC is, everyone uses different acronyms. So
It's officer training for Key Club. So the new officers that get elected in April or maybe May go to training, and it just doesn't include their position. It includes all about Key Club.
I would connect with the district of your Key Club district administrator or the Key Club advisor in the school where your student's going to go. It's probably very district by district, right? Or club by club. It just really depends on how they feel. Some of them love to have the 8th graders attend, right? Get them excited, and others have so many that maybe they can't take on more students. So connecting with your Key Club advisor or even the district administrator in your area. And if you need help connecting with either of those, let us know and we can help you do that. But we're excited that they're interested in it. That's great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyone else have any questions or comments about anything? How can we invite sixth graders to join the middle school club early? We are a seventh and eighth grade school only. Oh, that's a good question. Oh, it's attached to the middle school. Okay.
I would think that really is up to your administrator, your school administrator. If there is a hard keeping the elementary school students separate from the middle school students or junior high, I don't know what that's called. Then maybe not. But I would think that your school administrator would be the person to ask about that. And of course, whoever that Builders Club advisor is.
A good question.
Luana, on that last one about can we invite sixth graders to join? In Westfield, we have kindergarten to fourth, and then we have fifth and sixth. So they are an intermediate school builders club. And then we have seventh and eighth in the middle school. So we actually have two builders clubs. One are for fifth and sixth, and the others are for seven and eight. So I don't know if that would help Kim out at all.
Yeah, I mean, the range of member grade levels really depends on. Sorry, the range really depends on on what the administration and the advisor want. I mean, in many clubs for K kids, not all grade levels are able to join a K Kids club. But for builders clubs, there's such a range because there's junior highs, there's middle schools, there's intermediate schools. And I think what your question though was referring to was letting students who are at the lower school join a next level of school club. That's a different situation. But yeah, I mean, some builders clubs are sixth through eighth, some are fifth through eighth. It really varies depending on what the grade levels are in your school, as well as what grades are selected to participate. Some schools only have one grade level that are in a K Kids or a Builders Club.
Lisa, looks like you're muted.
So it says, so as long as administrators agree, it is okay to start sixth graders early in the spring. We have 6 to 8. Okay, it sounds like someone else has 6 to 8 for our club. It'd be nice to know the average amount of members in a club. We calculate at the office.
I was going to say, one of the things that we are planning on doing for recruiting our own members, not necessarily going to the middle school, we have third through fifth grade in our K club. And we decided that we might just do a couple of little videos with our kids with some of the activities that we're planning on doing, and maybe showing that in the classrooms for the younger kids to see if if we show some interest or they show some interest in some of the things that we're doing. And then they know the kids because they see them in the hallway. Some are siblings, whatever, but we don't have funding for buses or extra trips or anything like that. So we have to do it within the school. So that might be an idea, that maybe the kids can do a video and send it on to you know, the lower grades or, you know, vice versa.
Oh, great idea. It would be fun.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Oh, this is Lynn Sonderman. I don't know that I don't have my picture up there. I wish I did because I am in a beautiful house in Mexico. And I appreciate all these ideas because I'm pretty new to the K Kids and the idea of having the two different age groups so that they can progress on to the next and bring them forward to maybe join the other clubs when they get to high school. That's a great idea, and I love the idea of the videos. So I greatly appreciate your suggestions and experience. Thank you.
And I thought I'd comment, you know, K Kids Week, celebrating that is a great way to recruit members. Does anyone want to comment on some of the things they've done or tried during K Kids Week? And this year, something interesting we promoted too is if the February date doesn't work for you for K Kids Week, pick another date. Do it later in the year, early in the year, whatever works, right?
I can share what we've done in the past at in Iowa City.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, Jim Dane, this is after the first year, but we've taken the officers that are elected the year before and that come back, and we go to the third and fourth grade classrooms, and there's four officers, and they have a rap that they kind of adapt every year, and you know, we get permission and we spend maybe 5-7 minutes in each classroom, and
Oh, I like that.
sometimes there'll be old K Kids members in like a fourth grade classroom that joined in third grade, and toward the middle they stand up and everybody recites the K Kids pledge, and it certainly builds the enthusiasm. It just
like
gets everybody all excited.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah, rapping's cool.
So this is John Towers. I'm from Michigan. We just chartered this past fall, and we were looking at getting T-shirts.
Oh,
And so is Custom Ink the place to go? And are there any rules for like the logo and stuff like that for Builders Club?
We have a
yes.
number of licensed vendors where they have permission to use our logos. For Imprint is one of them. I will see if I can find the exact spot on our website that has those. There's some big ones out there that a lot of people have good luck and not too expensive. And For Imprint is one that we use a lot as well. So I think Custom Ink is on there, but I don't know for sure. I'll see if I can find that link.
Okay,
And
thank
I
you.
believe in the K Kids and Builders Club guide for K Kids Week, there's information about that as well. There's a direct link, so you can go and click on that and find that information.
Thank you.
Just to piggyback off of that, our school, we wear I grabbed it from my closet. We wear our shirts every Tuesday. So it helps to promote. And I just had one of our local print shops that we do business with, and the kids just paid $5 to get a shirt. So
And did you go through the site for your logo?
I did not. I don't know if that's a bad thing. I just
'Cause I
used
liked your logo. Can you show that
so
again? Can you
all
show
I
that
did
again?
is I took like the Builders Club logo and then I just added our Thunderbird. So that's all we did. And the vendor that I worked with, the artist, put it all together at the print shop. So yeah.
Hi, this is Joni Brown, and I'm from Coralville, Iowa. What we do with our t-shirts is we have the kids design the front of the t-shirt, and then on the back we have our sponsors, our K Kids pledge, and then all of the logos of all of the sponsors, and then the K Kids logo on the back.
That's nice.
Yeah, it gets very competitive with the logos. Everybody draws the front, and then everybody votes for their favorite for their t-shirt design.
Wonderful. Hey, we have an interesting question, Luana, in the chat. Phones must be often stored away out of sight all day, including lunch and passing periods. What accommodation is available for clubs, officers applying for awards with this rule?
I'm sorry, Alana, can you explain what that means? What you
You're
mean?
not allowed to use their phones to take pictures or for any purposes during the class, during day. Obviously their projects are usually taking place during the day and the club meets after school, but that's when all the other clubs are meeting after school, which means you're not going to get good photos from my clubs in this county. And that's a restrictive because if you have to provide pictures to apply for the awards, you just can't get them.
If I may share my club to counter that, we have that same restriction. Our students are not allowed to use their cell phones. They actually have to deposit it at the main office when they come in the morning. So there are two things they can do. They get a written permission under the supervision of, well, we have because our school goes from grade 7 all the way to 12, the senior prefect to be present when the order to take the picture, or the older student, that is the prefect, is able to take the picture. The other thing, we also request permission for the use of a tablet for the specific day and the specific time, and then they deposit it back for that. And that way they were able to take their own pictures, and there is either sometimes myself, the advisor, will be there to supervise what they're doing to take pictures. When they have the scavenger hunt, they also ask the key clubbers to come and support them and be the ones to take the pictures for them.
Thank you, Joanna. I think there's a couple of other things, Alana. You don't need images for all of the evidence that's asked for the annual report. Clubs submit social media posts, they submit flyers, they submit agendas. Like an agenda shows if an officer leads activities. An agenda shows if you have outside visitors, and so you're engaging the community. That's one of the questions. How do you engage with the community? Flyers, programs from events, pictures of posters. Like there's all kinds of evidence that can be given that are not photos. Also, having a club photographer that has permission to use a camera or a digital camera or a phone during events might be easier than having just a blanket everyone can use their phone. So there are different ways around that. There are not other concessions that we give, but I highly recommend that you read the details of what is asked for and see that there are other types of examples that can be shared that are not photographic.
I think we should look at ways to consider accommodations for that because not every school can use cameras. I know a member of my club is going overseas to start one of these programs, and that school barely has printing and technology systems. So on some level, we want the students to feel good about what they're doing and be able to be eligible for recognition. And again, this is restrictive. It's right up there with me saying, if only the faculty advisor and the club advisor can nominate an officer, then you can only nominate 2 officers.
No,
No,
I'm sorry.
We can't nominate more than one. So we're like restricting recognition for students.
No, if you read the details of who can nominate, an officer can nominate an officer, a principal can nominate an officer, an advisor can nominate an officer, a member can nominate an officer. So there are not just advisor restrictions on that. But again, the information's in the guide.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm just saying from a real boots on the ground perspective, the advisors are probably the people who are most seeing those students at work and doing their excellence.
Well, that is true. The advisor and the members of the club. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other comments or questions? Great points about the
For Builders Club Week, we also have our students take the assembly to begin the week, and they usually wear their shirts and they select a theme and they conduct the assembly, and that showcases the entire club. They feel very proud and they are recognized. They say the pledge and the mission and the objects of Builders Club. So the entire school body gets to hear them, and they're pretty much visible, and they have the activities throughout the week. And when we have the prizes that are won, they present them at the next assembly or center stage. So they receive that kind of recognition as well during Builders Club Week.
Oh, wonderful. That's great. Anyone else?
Hi, this is Michelle from Claremont, Florida, and I've been the advisor or sponsor for our Builders Club for a little bit, but I've really begun to venture out and really use the resources and the tools and so forth that have been provided by our local advisor from the Kiwanis International Club in Claremont. But this will be our first year participating in the Builders Club Week. So all these years I've missed it, and I took over from a colleague. And so I'm really excited. I told her she just chartered a club at her school that she moved to. And so we're going to be trying to do some collaborative stuff with our two clubs, but really excited to participate in Builders Club, and the officers have been planning. They're excited about it as well. So hopefully we'll be able to share that. And I missed out on a couple of things. I guess we didn't do the survey, so we wouldn't be able to, the before survey, so we wouldn't be able to participate, but definitely something I wanted to jump on and find out a little bit more. So hopefully next year.
Yeah.
Michelle, you can still do the end of year survey. We certainly will accept if you weren't able to do the beginning, you still can do the end of year. You just won't be eligible for a special drawing. We still have drawings for the beginning of year, the end of year, and then we have a special drawing for those who do both. So we want as much data as possible. So even if you didn't do the beginning of the year, please do the end of the year.
Okay, we've been doing a lot of different things and have more stuff coming up. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
And at the newsletter, the monthly newsletter that you receive, at the end of that newsletter, there's a share your story, and you click on there, and there's a nice little form, and you can share information about a service that you've done if you'd like us to know. We might be able to use that in a post or another newsletter. So that's another way to share.
Thank you.
One of the things that we do for K-Kids Week during on Thursday is that our K-Kids buy enough fruit snacks for all of the kids in school. We put stickers on each pack that say, "I saw you being kind," and then each child gets one of the fruit snacks. They look for somebody during that day that was kind, and then they give their fruit snack to another child. So this way we get the whole school involved.
Oh, that's lovely. I like that. Anyone else?
I haven't done this, but what was just shared made me think, if your schools have any kind of student stores, you could do Caught Being Kind tickets that kids could give out that could be redeemed in your student store. And then so I'm like, oh, I just love your idea. And I think I'm going to have my kids get PBIS points, and that's how we can spread the kindness around. So might be a worthwhile venture.
Oh, good, good. Well, it's nice that people are sharing. And we do have an advisor group that you can look for on Facebook to share some of the things you're doing and get ideas. And it's the K-Kids and Builders Club advisor group. You can join that group. And we'll be asking questions and sharing information about upcoming events. And it's just now really getting going. We just have, I think, maybe 14 or 15 people that have joined that group. But if you're interested, go look for that and join. I think it asks you a question about what club you're with to kind of verify and confirm that you're an advisor. And then you get accepted, and then you're in the group and just can start sharing and asking questions. And that's kind of nice because we're all kind of focused in the same areas. So think about that. Oh, it says, has anyone ever done a kindness banner? Key Club hangs up a big poster and has anyone in the school sign in and give suggestions on how to spread kindness. Oh, that's lovely. I'm a middle school teacher now after 33 years of high school, and I'm not sure if the younger kids can handle not tearing down the poster or writing appropriate things. I guess you give them guidelines. Does that work? Hopefully. Great ideas. I think we had in past years, we've had the Builders Club submit for one of the award entries, a kindness wall done with paper on one side of the school and a banner. So they have done that. Great ideas. Doing the banner in the hallway or the cafeteria. Yeah, it'd be interesting to know if you can do how much you can do in the cafeteria. I don't know how restricted that is in schools now. Has anyone ever done anything like donuts, coffee for teachers? Anything special to thank the teachers during K-Kids or
Our club did where we learned how to make pinch pots, like little ceramic vessels, and then we gave each teacher a little pinch pot with a candle in it, like it looked like a little succulent. So with thank you cards. So it was like arts and crafts and thank you. So
yeah, that's nice. Oh yeah, Jim, I think you're muted. There you go.
I'll volunteer. During K-Kids Week, we have a Teacher Appreciation Day of that week, and we will take a Hostess Twinkie and wrap a blue band around it, put a little googly eye on it, and you have a minion, and we write a little note to the teachers, thanks a minion, and so it's a little treat. I mean, we've done that some years, and we've done other things too. So just an idea.
Oh yeah, no one can pronounce sweets are good. Well, I guess that is them. Let's see. We did a similar poster. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's about it. We're right about 8 o'clock.
Lisa, one thing, the Facebook group, one of the advisors wanted to know about how to join or what the name is.
I can send you let's see.
I'm going to be sending a follow-up email to everyone who registered for this event, and we'll go ahead and Andrew will go ahead and include it in that email. Okay. There's some really good ideas of how you celebrate teachers as well. Thank you so much for sharing those.
Yeah, I should have had that out. Yes, recognizing teachers, that's like everyone. Kiwanis Kids and Builders Club Advisors Group.
So we'll go ahead and send that to you via email. If anyone has a specific question for us that has to do with something about your club, please do stay on. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining us. And please send us any questions. Reach out if you have any issues with the awards. If you have questions about awards or if you have any issues with the online forms. We've tested everything, but you never know. Thanks, everyone. Hope you have a good evening.